Hello, Jimmy. I am Jeff. I'm from Texas, and this is my video entry for the King of Diyaquashella contest. And yeah.
So if it's a little bit hard to hear Jeff, it's because he has bilateral vocal cord paralysis. A summary of what he's saying is going to be in the description below, but I suggest turning up your sound a little bit because he can't really speak higher than about a whisper right now, which is why he has on the handy dandy gaming headset, because that picks up his voice better than pretty much anything else in the entire world. Alright.
Right. So, I think I'm my biggest fan is the inspiration and opportunities that have come from watching your videos and how you made it okay for all audience be there in your own way. Veteran, when you keep cichlids or goldfish. I really appreciate your honesty and your openness with everything that goes on with your fish. And, when they're doing right, or something goes wrong, and you lose a fish. And there has been times when I wanted to just quit. It was too much, and I didn't think I was gonna put on it. But you inspired me to keep going by being honest and showing that it's okay to mess up. We also should be how to correct my mistakes and to move forward. And whenever you put out your video about how it changed your life, in a lot of ways, it changed mine as well. 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with Lyme Disease, chronic. So I battled fatigue. I also battled depression and anxiety. And before I kept the fish, it was really, really bad, and to the point where I was afraid to even go out and meet family. And after keeping fish, it really helped me. It was therapeutic to overcome my anxiety and my depression. Just watching them and being able to pour myself into that, and I have control over that in a lot of ways that I don't in my day-to-day life. And I know that my fish appreciate me just as much as I do them, and I have a sense of accomplishment and a reason to wake up every day knowing that I can pour myself into this honey. Without you and your videos to support my hobbies with the knowledge and the who can to know that when I mess up, it's normal, and I'll to trust that I wouldn't give it up. And can't thank you enough for that. You know, I had to get now for retailers being Walmart or PetSmart or whatever to properly care house and maintain their fish. And in fact,
Do you want me to tell them how we got our fish?
yes, I do want my fiancé here to tell you how we got into the hobby. So, I'm gonna pass this on to you for a moment. So, here we go.
Okay, so I used to work inside of a store, a big box store that sold fish, and I would pass by the little fish tanks every day. I had to go to like the restroom or go take my lunch break. I would pass by these fish, and I noticed that like there would be dead fish floating in the fish tanks, and that the fish would be missing fins. Their fins would be torn. They looked like they were sad and dying, and I kept telling Jeff, like, I want to take a fish. I feel really bad for these. I feel so bad. Well, we were at this store in the middle of the night one night getting groceries or something. I think it was something like just a small little run. And we passed by their fish area because I wanted to show him. And we saw this little buddy right here, this black fish back here. It might be kind of hard to see. His name is Oryx. And we saw another fish who's no longer with us. And I was like, I have to have them. Like, we are saving these fish. This is what we're going to do. So in the middle of the night, I think it was like 2 a.m., we bought these fish. We brought them home. We had no clue what we were doing. None. I was just like, no, we're going to save these fish. I'm not going to let these fish die. And we'll report them in the morning for animal abuse. Because that's what it was. They weren't feeding them. They were dead fish in the tanks. It was terrible. And because we had no clue what we were doing, one of the little fish that we brought home, Mr. Gustav, did not make it. They had to live in a pitcher overnight because the tank that we got originally was broken. Yeah, so that's how that happened. And from there, Jeff kind of took the reins and was like, well, we've got these fish, at that point in time, just the one, and we need to learn how to take care of them, how to take care of them properly. And Jeff did pretty much everything. As you can see, he's in a wheelchair, so I do the heavy lifting, and he pretty much tells me what to do, which is kind of cool. But slowly and surely, we have gotten more fish, and my favorite thing is to choose the fish that are kind of on the brink, and they look like they're not going to make it, and those are the ones that we bring home and we nurse back to health, because that's our thing. We have our little quarantine tank set up, and that's pretty much how we get all of our fish, is we like rescue them and we bring them home. We give them a little happy family, and we always like to choose the ones that are really probably not going to make it. And they seem to really love us a little bit more for that.
So, and then sick fish. I had one. Her name was Omega. And she was our third fish that we got to replace her stock for her eggs. She had Lyme disease because the Walmart didn't take good care of her. Same as we got her eggs. At the time, I didn't know much about how to care for them properly, other than picking up I needed to feed them peas. Unfortunately, she did not make it. And Rex, for about a month, would get his food and pick up leftovers and swim behind the filter where she would sit because she had pregnancy issues. He would spit his food out behind the filter, trying to make sure that she would eat. He didn't know she was gone. And whenever he realized that he was depressed, and he isolated himself for a long time. Now, being that we didn't know what we were doing, we got only a 5-gallon pig, for fish, little frog, we know now. And we've since moved them here. This is the 30 gallon. We actually have 3. We're a little understood. Which is right. We're actually sitting on my 75 gallon. Then we're gonna move these bunnies in a 14 fish into. Now our latest fish. She was very sick. And we didn't think she was gonna make it. She had parasites, bacterial infections, fungal growth, fin rot.
It was bad.
Podline.
Fin rot was so bad, it split her fins all the way down to the very tip of her tail where it reached her actual fish body. Like, there were sections of her fins that were almost completely detached. Like, it was bad.
So we took her on, and we weren't sure she was gonna make it. But she did. She's doing phenomenal. Completely healed. Swimming around. Happy. It's great. So when we got 75 gallon up and running, we're going to move her along with these bodies into this area here. We had to get and we work with retailers at Walmart to update the guidelines, which are completely wrong. And so far, we have got them to update their guidelines and their routines. They're still wrong. We're still working on them. But we got them to do that. And it inspired me how you talked about how your feathers are kept in nurseries, how they're in 10-gallon aquariums. Ours are kept
Tupperware is what it is.
in like tiny little Tupperware
Yeah, like about that big around, maybe that big deep, if you're doing good. If you've got a really, really good one. I've seen them in smaller.
It's just, their fish are not housed properly. It is abysmal. And their care sheet is completely wrong. At some point, we worked with, say, Walmart, who was updated that, and they worked on cleaning up their aquariums, treating their fish, taking out the mold, because they were so overcrowded. And we're still working to correct what is still wrong. But he inspired me, and I was able to look up how other countries treat their fish in retail, and how America does that wrong. And they don't educate. So, we advocate for that. And we're trying to make a difference. And thank you for pointing out how different it is compared to how the US really treats retail. So, I hope you pick us because I want to like help our 75-gallon and our efforts to help other fish alike. Also, I just really want to meet you and hang out with you. That would be amazing. So, I'm shopping again, and we're gonna sign off here. Thanks for listening, and can't wait to see you. You come down to Texas. See you later.
Bye.